In this video, we will go through how to log into and use the integrated Lights Out remote server management from HPE. For information on setting the iLO IP address and logging in, please refer to our previous video, which there is a link for in the description down below. Once you have set the IP address, open a browser window and navigate to that IP from the browser's address bar. Depending on your browser, there may be a series of warning messages that you will want to proceed through to continue to the login. The default local login name for all iLO systems is administrator with a capital A. The password can be found on the service tag located on the top of the server. If the server is rack mounted, there is a pull tab on the right side which also contains this information. Once logged into the iLO, you will be on the information screen and you will notice several tabs across the top as well as sections on the left. System Health will give you the current status of the hardware components in the server. You can see a summary, processors, memory, network, and the device inventory, which shows any peripheral devices like a NIC or RAID controller in storage. You will want to pay special attention to the status indicators in this section. Green is good, yellow is caution, and red is critical. Up top on the information screen, we are going to look at some logs. First, the IML, or Integrated Management Log, will give a description of hardware-only events which are important when diagnosing hardware issues. The majority of these are informative, but when an error is present, you might see a yellow exclamation mark or a red X. Next, we are going to look at the Ilo Event Log, which simply gives a record of every action performed on the server. The Ilo Event Log is generally geared towards non-hardware related events, such as powering the server on and off, logins, and firmware updates that have occurred. Another tab is the AHS, or Active Health System Logs. These are useful for warranty and troubleshooting from HPE. You will need to specify a time frame and fill out your customer information before downloading the AHS logs and sending them to HPE. Go to the Administration section under the Licensing tab if you need to install your iLO license activation key, right towards the bottom of the screen. Go to the Firmware and OS Software section to view currently installed firmware versions. If you need to flash firmware, there is an Update Firmware button on the right side of the screen. However, if you are using iLO 4, this will be in the Administration section. You can flash a local file or a remote file over an FTP site if needed.